Hi, I'm Elliot Cuff. I'm a content executive for Fresh Press Media, which is an umbrella term used by a network of websites online. My job is to syndicate and produce content for a variety of different sites involving news stories and feature articles and opinion pieces, and I'm going to show you how to write a basic football article. So to write a football article, there are 6 main steps you need to do. The first step, you need to find a bit of news. So I use aggregator sites like NewsNow, which poll stories from all different outlets together. You might see one online, on Twitter, in a newspaper, something you want to write about. And so that's basically it, just choosing a story that you think is interesting. Step 2, you need to make sure the story is valid. If you see it on a blog post and it's the only blog that's covering that story, then odds are it's probably not fact. So you need to look up different outlets, use buzzwords from the article and put them through a search engine, see what comes up. And then you can really make a start because you know what you're saying is actually real. Step 3, you cherry pick ideas from different sites. So I like to go maybe the Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror. They might both have different ways they tell the story. Some will include certain aspects, some will omit those aspects. So I like to have a look, see what I can get from both sites, make little notes of them down, and then I can start to formulate ideas about what I want to do with my story. Step 4, you actually write the piece. So you put the structure out, you have an introduction where you cite wherever you got your news from, because we can't claim to have got the news firsthand. You include links, you make sure that the story reads properly, that you've included all the quotes you need to include or the right information, and then you can proofread it and make sure that it's all cohesive and as it should be. So step 5, you need to make it newsworthy. You need to think of a headline which is catchy enough that people will be intrigued enough to read it, but you can't give away too much information because people will have all the information in the headline and they won't bother clicking the article. You also need to include a feature image. A big part of our website specifically, when you open up a web page, is the great big image at the top. So if you don't pick something that's correct or it's formatted wrong, it will just look amateur and you won't draw people back to the site over and over again. So you need to make sure everything is clean as possible. And then step 6 is the shortest one, it's the easiest one. You hit publish, and then the piece will be sent to the editors of the site who can review it, who can do all the finite details to make sure that it's ready to be published